And we thank everybody out there for being concerned about us in Houston, Texas, and checking on us. People from all over the United States and literally all over the world checking on us. Really, really appreciate that. I want to report on the storm. This is probably my last storm update. It is July the 16th. And so where are we? What's the final tally? So let's first deal with carrying custody. Everything is safe. Everything is good as far as the car is concerned. Now, let me tell you something. We have over 80 projects going. 2 or 3 of these projects can be $1 million. You add it all up. So when we say there's no damage to cars, man, what we're saying is thank you, Jesus. Thank you. And the amount of work that we put in these cars. And, we may have just an interior alone 300-400 hours. And our interiors are already completed. So we may have, we might have 25 or 30 interiors already done. There's no way we could do all that time over, man. It's just so difficult. And then you start talking about body work. Some of these cars have 600 and 800 hours in body work and trying to get that done. Anyway, and it just keeps going. So it is a real blessing. We thank God. And those shops who have been affected, we want you to know we're praying for you, brother. Because it's very, very hard, not just from an economic perspective. You got to fight with insurance companies and all that stuff. But just the manpower of trying to go backwards and forward at the same time. That's a very, very hard proposition to do. Very, very difficult. But we're really pleased to report that no cars were damaged. I'm really, really excited about that. And also humbled by that. The second thing is... we do have damage to our facilities. Our Hockley, our west location, has some damage, but we've since repaired all of that damage. Our spring location, we haven't had power there long, but we have power, so we're able to assess the damage. And man, our fish, we lost all our fish, and we knew that last week when guys went over and checked the facilities. We knew we lost the fish. And, when you think about so many things going on, you're trying to protect everything. Boy, the fish wasn't on top of the list. And but we had that fish tank for a long time. Some of you have been our spring location. It's a big old couple 100-gallon fish tank there. We had all kinds of cichlids. And, man, we had an algae eater that was huge. It looked like he was like a grown man in there. And so we lost him as well. And so little stuff like that, little stuff you don't even think about of how we're affected from the storm. But we don't want to minimize losing fish against people who've lost not only lives, but lost their livelihoods and lost their homes and personal possessions. And so we certainly understand just the sheer difficulty that the actual community is dealing with. So, but we're thankful. We're moving forward. We are enthused and excited and energetic. Again, if you're trying to call us, our phone line is down. That main line is down. So if you try to get us, you're not going to be able to get us. It's not even ringing. It's doing some kind of little thing. But I think they're going to come out Wednesday, so hopefully they get that going. But anyway, it's just those little things. It's the ancillary details, those small little details. For us, they're still off. We're back, we're working, we're doing what we do. I like to say we grown men, man. We're gonna get back in it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do what we do, and that's what we do. But there's some small little details here or there that are just off. And there's nothing we can do about that. So the best way to communicate with us is digitally. Send us an email. If you have certain people's cell phone numbers, use those cell phone numbers, send text messages. So we're still dealing with that. We're not really receiving a volume of visitors. And so if you were scheduled for a visit, you may or may not be canceled. Or they may meet with you, may not, but it's a difficult environment. At our spring location, for instance, we can't have any guests come in. We don't have any AC. This summer we put in new AC units, and the tree limbs are all lodged into that AC unit. And, looks like the fans are burned up, all that kind of good stuff. So it's just It's a tough thing in Houston, Texas. Now, I am pleased to report the gas stations are a little bit safer now. That was a high-risk situation. You had to take your pistol. You had to strap up to go to the gas station. And, or you had to drive, I went all the way to Centerville. And that's a couple of hours, just to get some gas. And, you got to drive a quarter tank out to get a full tank, kind of, silly stuff. But it's just very, very difficult on some of the citizens here. It remains difficult. But as far as me and mine and my business and my home wasn't. Now, I will be honest, I've been so busy, I haven't even checked my tree line, fence line, and all that. But the horses still walking around in there, so I guess we all right. And but I'll probably have a few trees down, which, that happens, no biggie. And like I said, the shops we working, man, we back doing what we do. I would like to say we full throttle, but I don't know. We might be about 90%, 85%, It's still a little tough on guys, and, sometimes we get those moments where we just got to kind of breathe kind of thing. But at least they're able to get a hot bath when they go home and have utilities and, stuff like that, with the exception of one technician. So it's getting better there. My office, it's still down. I haven't been able to go back into the office, and so there's certain administrative things. I do all my design work and all that stuff. I do it in my office. That way, I'm away from the shop. It's quiet. It's peaceful. And I haven't been able to do that kind of thing. And when will I be able to do that? We'll see. That's out of my control too. So, man, we're just gonna go through it and do what we do and see how it works and kind of go from there. But man, y'all be safe out there. And Houston, Texas is strong. Houston, Texas is filled with fighters, and we fighting back, baby.